We are living in unprecedented times. No matter what industry you come from, we must all review, rethink, and reinvent ourselves. Are you an entrepreneur that is trying to adapt your business to the new norm? Well, you are listening to the 2020 Entrepreneur, a podcast that will motivate you and have you think outside of the box. My name is Hugo Almeida, and with over 30 years of being an entrepreneur, I am here to share and inspire you with my experiences and help invent a new you. Hello, everybody, and welcome once again to T20E World. Hugo here. Today, we are talking about sales. Are you thinking or considering entering the world of sales? Are you questioning yourself? Are you asking yourself, can I actually do this? Well, you're listening to the best possible podcast on this topic. I am born and bred in the world of sales. And I'll tell you, I'll be honest, it's where I made all my money. Sales is an art, and it's the art of understanding other individuals. You have to understand humans. You have to be able to read eventually body language, expressions, tones of voices. You have to know when to open your mouth and when to shut up. You have to learn to listen. When you listen, you know what to say. And usually, with years of experience, you know when to say it at the perfect time. And that takes you to the last step, which is closing a deal. Right? Anyway, so I always say to so many people that have worked for me, I said to them, hey, have you ever considered selling? Well, right away, blank looks, the look of fear. Are you kidding me? Well, there's a reason why I ask, because people don't realize, because of titles or departments, like say you're in marketing. Hey, if you're in marketing, guess what? You're in sales. Because a lot of times what I have done is psychoanalyze the situation where I get, resistance. Oh, I can never do that. I can't sell. Please, don't put me in front of people. But you know what? All right, that's fine. Do me a favor. Can you come out on my next meeting with me and just talk about the product because you're marketing? Oh, I could do that. Okay. We'll go out. They crush it in front of a customer. They talk about what their comfort zone is, and it's the product that they're marketing. And when we step outside of that meeting, I say to them, listen, thank you so much for selling the solution. See, again, it's the art of selling is understanding human nature, human reaction, what your comfort zone is, creating a warm atmosphere. The best salespeople are the people that are real. There's a lot of fluff out there, a lot of arrogance. I'm not going to lie to you. It's out there. Guys and girls that think they are like the shit. And I hate to say that. Sorry for using the word, but it's true. So be elegant in your approach. And that's why most of the time the people I deal with have a way about them, a class, elegance. They have values. They have integrity. They have respect for others. That is the foundation of a good salesperson, because you're real. You're grounded. You are listening. Remember, the art of selling is understanding when to say something, when to shut up. And most importantly, becoming a very good listener. Because as you become a salesman, a saleswoman with years of experience, the art of selling kicks in. You know exactly what stage of the sale process you're in, whether it's an opening, whether it's the question period of time, whether it's supporting something, whether it's finding the pain and fulfilling it with a solution. And you know exactly the stage as you get closer to the closing. And that's obviously the ultimate goal, is to close the deal. So my advice to everybody out there listening today is absolutely, I think you should try sales for many, many reasons. Listen, give it a shot. You got nothing to lose. Come on. I mean, what's the worst thing a customer could possibly say to you? The answer is going to be no. Big deal. Listen, if you're in sales, you get thick skin real quick. Why? Because you're somebody's best friend many times, and then you become somebody's worst enemy at times, because they're going to blame you. They're going to blame you if something didn't go perfect, and sometimes it's not even your fault. But the best thing you can do is be honest, and always do what you say you're going to do. That's very important to your reputation in sales within your industry, right? A good listener acknowledges the customer. The listener acknowledges and finds out the need and shows the compassion when that customer is explaining this situation to them. So you got to learn the art of listening. I know you guys are saying to me right now, this guy's crazy. I mean, I listen all the time. No, no, no. Listen, a sales cycle truly is an art of understanding what stage you're in. The opening, right? You want to listen. You want to listen to your customer. You want to also explain, introduce. You want to set an agenda. You want to ask good questions. And when the customer sometimes is a little resilient or resists to share more information, well, then that next phase, the art of selling, kicks in, which is understanding how to probe, meaning how to question the customer, how to actually ask questions without maybe being so direct, but yet at the end, the customer just answered questions that they didn't want to share with you initially. You see, there is an art of the whole process. It's understanding the human. It really comes down to people skills. There are people born from day one, and I have to raise my hand and say I was one of them. I get it from my father's side. My father was the most amazing human with a skill that was just amazing. I mean, he would leave me in awe. And guys, I'm going to just tell you right now, my father didn't even speak good English. And when people ask me in corporate America, when was the first time I ever remember selling something? I went back. I was in grammar school before I was selling my sister little room sales. Remember garage sales? Well, I had room sales. Everything was a penny. I would start it at a nickel, and I dropped the price to a penny because she was my sister. But the first time I actually remember selling, it was kindergarten when I was just starting school here in the U.S. I didn't speak any English yet. You know, we were Ecuadorian, and my mom was petrified of letting me go to school because she spoke no English. I spoke no English. I really didn't go out much once we came back into the U.S. So the first time I sold myself was that first day. I sold myself and being accepted. I didn't care if I didn't speak the language. I had people skills. I didn't even know it, but I had people skills. But at the end of that day, I probably left kindergarten, and I probably made 10 friends in the first day. You know, kids have a way of communicating and get accepted. You know, and I was blessed. I had that people skill. It's just like my father. My father, people loved. He didn't even express himself correctly in English, but he expressed himself phenomenally in a way that people understood what he was saying. They would listen. He had compassion. He had respect. He had values, and he had a lot of integrity. Sales. Take all those, bundle them up, use them over your years of experience, and trust me, you're going to make a great living. Now, I don't want to make it sound like it's all flowers. Let's paint the real picture. Sales is also tough. As you work up the ladder in corporate America, there is a ton of pressure. And we've talked about this with other friends in the industry, right? We've talked about sales in corporate America and the pressures that we all feel, the numbers that need to be reported to Wall Street. You know, it's not easy. And again, this time that we live in today, there's a lot of pressure on all of us for selling and reporting numbers. You know, one week you could be that hero on the sales team. The next week, your job just might be on the line. I mean, times are tough. Yeah, times are a little kooky out there. But I am going to tell you, realistically, if you have people skills and you want to take that step into sales, absolutely try it. And not only will it develop you in understanding how to communicate better, how to interpret the human, right? How to understand all types of people skills and how to read body languages and expressions and tones of voices. This will develop you to be able to work any department you ever want in corporate. Sales does more than just put money in your pocket. It really does. It develops you. That's why I feel strongly about individuals trying it out. Listen, some of the greatest salespeople that I came up with in the industries, and I'm going way back now to when I first started with my first job, they never went to school for sales. I mean, their backgrounds, there was no two that were the same. I mean, the closest type of a degree that you're going to come to for sales, maybe a international sales degree, marketing. I mean, I had friends that were graduates of zoology degrees. They just happened to love animals when they were graduating back early on in the 80s and before that. But they wound up in sales, and they were very good at it. I mean, I'm telling you, they had the art of people skills. So as I wrap this up, I want to leave you with this in mind. If you have the ease of speaking and expressing yourself, if you're real and you're grounded, give it a shot. You got nothing to lose. Worst thing a customer is ever going to say to you is no. Big deal. Go pound on the next door. You know what? At the end of the day, when you start developing all these skills, whether you use it as a career in sales or whether you move on to another stage in a corporate America or even your own business as you start entrepreneurship, right? If you're an entrepreneur, I hate to tell you this, you're selling. You're selling yourself, you're selling your company, you're selling the whole business concept. You're selling. But I strongly feel everybody should take that step into the sales world. And not only that, because if you make a career out of it, you might just make a killing as a sales individual because the money is there. It really is. But more importantly, look at it like you're helping someone with a solution. You find a need, you fulfill a solution, you deliver, you close, you move on, and you have a friend for life. Anyway, my friends, I hope you found value in this. Again, stepping into the world of sales. Go for it. That's what I'm going to leave you with. So this is Hugo here, and I am checking out.